And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 12 of the Cholo Tears podcast. To my right is my co-host, Mr. RJ. Of course, the weekly question. RJ, how you doing, baby?
We good, baby. Dirty dozen. We made it, man. Dirty dozen fucking episodes. Kind of crazy we made it this far. Coming up on about a month until the All-Star break.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
doing good. Apologize for it being a little later, y'all. We had some stuff happen a little earlier, but we here. Better late than never. Just excited to get into it, man. Ant, how we doing, man? Pretty good weekend to be a Dodger fan.
I'm doing good, man. You know, sometimes that life thing happens, you know. So we do apologize about the timing, but of course we still are going to bring you guys the episodes, bring you guys the content as best as possible. But other than that, I'm doing well, you know, ready for another ready for another week. Not that bad of a week for Dodger, you know, as a Dodger fan, you know, I'll take whatever that we got this last week. But other than that, I'm doing really well. I'm doing really good.
Yeah, man. Got a lot to get into, man. We had a really big weekend. We had two New York teams coming to LA. One really good series where we showed out. Another one, very ho-hum, but came with a lot of questions. So, without further ado, let's dig into it, man. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. All right, man. We started this last weekend, opening Friday. We hosted the Yankees. Seems like Major League Baseball kind of does this every single year where they give us the Yankees or we go to New York. It's a really big series. They gave us the same treatment as they did with the Mets last week, where it was Apple TV, Fox, and ESPN Sunday Night Baseball all weekend long. 3 primetime games. And 2 of these games did not disappoint. We'll get into Saturdays in a little bit, but Friday's game. You want to talk about cinema following an epic ass whooping of a World Series, man. This game, Dodgers take it 8-5. If not them coming back from, what was the score at that time? It was 5-2 going into the 6th, and the Dodgers end up rallying to put up 4 in the bottom of the 6th. Great showing by the team, but man, we had Tony Gonsolin and Max Fried start on the mound. And our boy Tony got hit up a little bit, man. He went 6 innings, 6 hits, 5 earned, 4 Ks on 91 pitches. Definitely not something you wanted to see, but we kind of expected this. We kind of dove into it last week when we had our little guest on for the Yankees. We were like, this is the game that the Yankees are going to have to win. But Gonsolin looked human. But the Yankees did what the Yankees do, man. And I mean, first inning with Judge hitting a home run, and then Ohtani answering it in the bottom of the first. It's just, you can't write it any better, man. I thought that shit was sick. Dodgers end up winning 8-5 off a pair of Ohtani homers. Like, it was amazing. And then the comeback in the 6th inning, putting up 4, putting the game away. We have Gonsolin coming to get the win, and Max Fried giving up 6 earned runs, man. We put it on him. Something I love to see. And our boy Vesia getting the save. I love it. Got anything else to add, Ant?
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty great game.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty great game. I get the end result, watching it in real time, right? Gonsolin, the pitches that he was throwing, he had 4 home runs, I believe he gave up before the 3rd inning. He was just dotting them right down the dick, dude. Like, his location wasn't there. The good thing is that he did give us length, so that is one thing. He actually settled down after the 3rd inning. Giving us those 6 innings were big, and him also able to calm down after that was really big. Now, Ohtani, first at bat, hits a fucking home run, and if you guys don't recall, last week I said if Ohtani hits a home run off of Max Fried, I'd shotgun 3 beers on my Instagram live, and that's exactly what I did last week. I shotgun 3 beers on my Instagram live.
It was comedy, man. I think Blitzy owes a beer too, because he said if Judge homers, didn't he?
I gotta recheck that, but yeah, I know.
He said he was gonna shotgun one.
I know. Script was saying that he was gonna shotgun one if he hits one on Sunday.
That's what
I believe.
I don't think Judge did on Sunday.
No, I think Saturday and Sunday, or I'm sorry, Friday, Saturday he did hit a home run, but then Sunday he did it because he said off of Yamamoto.
That's what it was. Yeah. And he said if he hits.
I specifically said off of Fried in the first at bat, he fucking nuked it.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious, man. I didn't think that was gonna happen, man. I unfortunately was at a concert, but I was getting updates and stuff like that throughout the entire time, and I thought we were gonna lose that game. Honestly, once it was 5-2, I was like, fuck, man. And Fried was dealing. I, I thought it was over, but man, I just love the comeback from our boys. Showing resiliency against a really good pitcher, against one of the best pitchers in the American League.
Yeah.
Something more you want from your offense, honestly.
Yeah, and overall, like I said, the bats were working. They were doing their job, so it was a good comeback win. Something about the fifth or sixth inning, the Dodgers have their number for the Yankees, man. It's just they're in hell. I know the Yankee fans are in hell because of that shit.
Yeah. Oh my God, man. Yeah, that was bad. I do like this team win. And one thing I do love is Vesia coming in the ninth and getting the save. Something I had kind of been pushing for since we're going to talk about our other lefty closer during the Mets series. But yeah, I know. But it was good to see Vesia get the 1 inning, 11 pitches, close it out. It's what we need to see. I'll take it. But yeah, Tanner Scott ended up going just a third inning, only threw 2 pitches. Capri Sun, 20 pitches in 1 inning, and Jack Dreyer only threw 2/3, 12 pitches. I mean, just all around great from our bullpen, which is something that we haven't had the luxury of saying the past couple weeks. But Gonsolin, safe to say he's on the decline with us. I mean, he kind of did start off like really, really good with us, and it seems like he's kind of plateaued. This is probably around like what he's going to be giving us. 6 innings, maybe 3 earned, maybe 4 max. And he's going to eat up innings, so hopefully. So, what do you think you feel about Gonsolin going forward, man?
I do kind of feel the same way. The first game out of the gate, he did look really well. Lately, like it's just been more of average to below average starts. But at the same time, where I said I do agree with you on is that, yeah, I mean, we're not looking for him to, I guess, Yamamoto it, like try to look like a Cy Young. At the same time, though, he needs to let us stay in the game, because those 4 home runs. Now, luckily, I believe 3 of them were solo shots, right? So that doesn't hurt us.
Wells and Judge, I think, were the only ones.
Yeah, because I think Goldschmidt had a 2-run, right?
I believe you're right. Let me double check that.
So, I mean, solo shots, they always say solo shots don't kill you, but that's just one thing. Like, he's going to be like the tail end of the starting pitching rotation. So, as long as you keep it like how you were saying, 3 to 4 runs in a game, that's acceptable. Like, it's not what I want, but it's not. I'm not gonna hate you for it at the same time, Mm-hmm. So like I said, 5-6 spot guy. He's gonna be in the rotation, and as long as we can get innings out of him, because we need to give that bullpen some fucking rest, dude.
Yeah, I agree. I think going into the season, especially with like our projected rotation with Glasnow and Snell and Roki and Yamamoto and Kershaw and Gonsolin. Gonsolin always seemed like he was going to be the 5th guy anyways. Mm-hmm. I do love that he's always going to tap out around like 88, 90 pitches or something like that, which is good. He does throw too many pitches in some certain innings, which I get. And looking back at the stats, the 2-run homer was from Grisham. Goldschmidt hit a solo.
Okay.
But yeah, I knew like it was a combination of that 4 that hit home runs that day. But I will definitely say that we're not asking for much, but considering that we're throwing him, Dustin May, Landon Knack in our rotation now because we're just so depleted. This is probably as good as it'll get, and we already knew the Yankees were going to score some runs. They were going to have some sort of fire lit under them from after the World Series and choking it out in Game 5. But I definitely think that he managed expectations pretty well considering how shitty of a line Max Fried had, honestly.
Yeah. We also got in the live chat, Trevor Bauer comeback? Nah. There's no way that the league blackballed him like after all that shit, and I know whether you feel one side or the other, Trevor Bauer won't ever be in the MLB or a Dodger.
I honestly don't think it'll be a blackball thing. I know the charges were dismissed or dropped, or either or. It was one of those. But I think a team is not going to want to deal with that PR nightmare.
Yeah.
I've been saying this to my buddies. They're like, why isn't Trevor Bauer? Yes, Trevor Bauer is probably better than most pitchers, or some pitchers. I won't say most pitchers in Major League Baseball right now. But a team's not going to want to deal with that PR nightmare because it's going to feel like every single day they're going to be like, how do you feel putting in this guy knowing that he had this, knowing he had that? I mean, the Dodgers just came off a Julio Urias fucking scandal. Last thing they're gonna want to do is add another crisis, I guess, to the mix.
I mean, they technically dealt with that back to back because
That's insane, dude.
Bauer, we signed him, and then
like 1 year out of him.
I think just
half a year, maybe.
I think it was half, dude, because from memory, I guess, just without looking at googling the numbers, like it felt like it was a very short stint,
It was. Let me look it up. But yeah, the Dodgers aren't going to do the same thing twice, especially given that they do have a history of, having pitchers, not being charged with domestic violence, because that's not what Trevor Bauer was charged with. It was sexual assault, but obviously the charges were dropped. Yeah, he only pitched in here it is right here. Well, go away. Where's it at? Games. He only started 17 games. That's about half the season.
Yeah. That's what I thought, because it was like more towards later of the year where all that shit
I remember
was.
They just said that he was just put on the exempt list or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he won't be seeing a major league field anytime soon, and if he does, it'll probably be like at 37, 38 when he's already too washed or something, and then Major League Baseball is gonna maybe take pity on him and be like, fine, you can come back, but it's gonna be too late, I think. And it seems like right now he's kind of more social media pitcher than anything. I think he should honestly just stick to that and just grow his market there, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably making some good dough off of, because I watch his content with Momentum, because they're local to Arizona. I think they're in Scottsdale somewhere. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely entertaining. I also know that's why a lot of people don't like him, because of how much of a social influencer, I guess you would say. Because even with the Dodgers and with I believe the Reds, he was with the Reds before the Dodgers.
Yes.
I know he's with the Guardians/Indians before that too, but yeah, like a lot of people did not like the social media stuff, all the social media train that he was on, which I kind of felt like on the fence. I'm like, but at the same time, he's a Cy Young Award pitcher, and he got his shit done. Like the little that I saw from him, I liked what I saw from the pitching. Now that I see post MLB career content, I still like what he does. He's a wild card. He's one of those that he's already, just from his personality, a PR nightmare, and then you add that on top of that. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah. Teams are going to take that risk, no matter how desperate they may be. He will be maybe an average pitcher, and I think that's not worth the juice is not worth the squeeze on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that. So putting a cap on Game 1, that leads us to Game 2. Let me tell you. Fuck, I can't do it. God damn it. The belt's fucking worn out. I use it all the time. Just a straight
belt to ass. Belt to ass.
Dodgers win it 18-2. Jesus Christ. In front of the hose in LA. Just straight beat the Yankees ass on Saturday. Oh my goodness. This game was over in the first fucking inning. It's insane that the Dodgers came out that fucking hot. But we did talk about it last week on last episode. Will Warren,
yeah,
it's like that would be one. It's like, really, y'all trotting out Will Warren against the Dodgers? Okay, guys, but I guess the Yankees, they're hurting at starting pitching as well. I mean, they threw out, was it Carlos Carrasco or something like that? They had Marcus Stroman. I'm a starting pitcher. Garrett Cole's out for the year. I think it may have been what's his face, Rodon's day off, or maybe he pitched on. No, he didn't pitch against us this weekend.
No, I think he pitched on Thursday or Wednesday against the Angels.
Yeah, so we just missed him. But he got lit up. He got lit up against the Angels, because they didn't complete the sweep. Yeah, just straight belt to ass. Landon Knack, 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned, 6 Ks, 3 walks, shutout. Just looked fucking awesome. His only blemish was a solo shot to Aaron Judge. He's going to get his. Poor Aaron Judge had to supply the entire offense for the Yankees. 18-2, 2 solo shots for him. Just looking all up and down the lineup. We had Dalton Rushing hitting his first career home run, which is awesome. Max Muncy hitting 2 bombs. Ha-Sung Kim hitting one of them, which was a nuke. I did not think he got that one out of there, honestly. But what I did love is we kind of gave the bullpen a little bit of a break. We threw Bonda out there. We threw Kike out there. Landon Knack had his 6 innings, 102 pitches. also from Landon Eck, which is something I love to see. So we gave the bullpen a well-needed day off, and I'm so glad we were able to do that. Nothing much more I got to say, dude. Like, this was just a straight ass whooping from pillar to post. There's nothing much more I could say.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I mean, at the end of it, it was just a good old-fashioned ass whooping. Lantonac gave us good length, 102 pitches, like you said, 6 innings, 6 Ks, 5 hits, 1 earned. Then the rest of the guys, you know, there was not, at least for the bullpen, there was not really much that they needed to do because at that time it was already like 12 to 15 runs on the board. So it was just a good outing, man. I mean, like, it's this. We were discussing on last week's episode regarding if this New York team was better than last year, and I still, even after watching it, I still believe they are better than last year. But we got their number, and thankfully right now we do got their number because if we do have a World Series rematch, I know they're going to be hungry. I know they're going to be they're going to be scrappy, but at the same time, I feel like we match up very well against them. Also, yeah, Hyun-Sung Kim's first major league home run, right? He was that.
I think he's already hit a few. He's already hit one, but that one was a nuke, dude. I'll have to go back. Let me look at it real quick because I don't think it's his first. I think he already hit his first. He has 2 home runs on the year.
2 home runs. Okay,
so that was the second one.
And yeah, like you said, it was a nuke. Overall, it was just a very good game. The Yankees bats couldn't do anything, like you said. Aaron Judge was the only one that was able to do something. But hey, we'll take it.
I mean, there's nothing really much we can hash on. We can kind of just get over game 2. Like, I felt bad for Angels fans. Saturday night prime time. Like, honestly, I was at my girl's house for her dad's birthday, and as soon as it was 10-0, I had people clamoring like, "Dude, just change it." Like, the Pacers Knicks were on. I was like, "Yeah, I'll put that on instead." Honestly, like, it was that bad of an ass whooping, and I saw it was 18-2. I was like, "Holy shit, this is bad." And then, fucking Dalton Rushing pulling a Yermin Mercedes hitting a home run off a position player. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
His first one too, so it's kind of like an asterisk of a first home run, honestly. But I mean, first home run, honestly.
Hey, they threw him on the mound. Fuck it. Hit a fucking 500 foot nuke, babe.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, that's always the stupidest unwritten rule in baseball. It's like, you're not supposed to swing hard against a position player. It's like, dude, he's out there.
Everyone knows, or at least I personally think you're a bit of.
Like, it's just the dumbest fucking rule ever. It's like when old heads were like, "Oh, don't watch it. Put your head down and run the bases." Bullshit. It's like, shut the fuck up, boomer. Like, honestly. But yeah, I thought it was pretty fucking. It was a great showing from the offense, just all around everywhere. Sunday's game.
Everyone knows.
A little bit more different. It's almost like the team was night and day from Saturday's game. So we don't get the sweep. And we end up losing the game. I thought we were going to win comfortably. We end up losing the final game 7-3. Yoshinobu Yamamoto looked a little bit like he had the yips. Not going to lie. Like, didn't look like he had the best control that day. He goes 3 2/3, 7 hits, 4 earned, 2 Ks, 3 walks. How many pitches? He threw 96 pitches. 96 pitches in 3 2/3. Yeah, he did not look the best out there this game, but I will say that Mookie Betts was not here this series. He stubbed his toe, I want to say, right after we went live last week.
Yeah.
So he was scratched from the lineup last minute. But Teo, Freddie, Otani,
and Will
combined 0 for 16 on Sunday. That's unacceptable. That's really unacceptable. Our main supply of offense was 3 solo shots from Pajes, Edman, and Muncy, which, Muncy, he got the rec specs on, and this guy is just fucking seeing a beach ball, man. I love it. He's finally showing some sort of worth to our team now. Now we don't have to rag on him as much. We just, got to grow Conforto still. But, yeah, 0 for 16 from our top 4 guys. No Mookie in the lineup. Definitely dropped the ball. We made Ryan Yarbrough look like a fucking stud. Wasn't a fan of that, but you can't win them all. We did take the series 2-1 against them, so I'll take that. But nothing much except for Yamamoto just didn't look good.
Yeah, his pitching that game, he did not look like he had it. You could tell from the start. Ryan Yarborough, former Dodger, former KC. No, I'm sorry, Tampa Bay Ray.
He was a Ray.
But yeah, I mean he's looked pretty decent, I guess, in his last couple starts. Right there on Sunday, he looked really good against us. Top of lineup, like you said, 0 for 16. Right now, I know Teo, since his DL stint, he's he's. I'm not sure if since. I'm sorry. I know for his last 25, he's 1 for 25, and that includes today when they're playing because the Dodgers aren't playing right now. Looks like they're gonna take an L tonight.
Yeah, it's 4-0.
4-0, top of the eighth right now. One runner on.
Yeah, it was like we do have a runner on. I'll take that. But yeah.
They, like I said, it's okay. We didn't get the sweep. This one was the one that I was expecting to win, but I was expecting Friday to lose, and it was kind of just like a reverse Uno card.
Yeah.
Bats were not looking good. Yarbrough had a really good game, and they finished it out. So 7-3, nothing too crazy. I'll take it. We got the series win. That's all that matters.
Yeah, there's nothing much really I got to add on to that. We looked good. The bats were something that I was definitely happy to see about that because I was worried that they were gonna shrink in the limelight, just kind of like how we did with the Mets. But I think it might just be like a feel for just having home field advantage for the most part. We love playing at home. Before the Mets series started, we were 21-10 at home, which is definitely like well over 500. Obviously, Sorry, dinner. Just something that I was definitely okay with taking. Like, aside from us going 0 for 16 on Sunday, something I don't like to see. That was a great series for us. So, no longer to hash on that. I will say that this series right here frustrated the hell out of me, man. This one right here. It seemed like, so we do have the Mets again for a 4-game series. We have a Monday through Thursday. And this game right here, oh my goodness, man. Like, what is it with the Mets just being pests to us right now? But it doesn't feel like they're a rival, but we're kind of dismissive of them, I guess. I feel more annoyed with the Mets than I do feared, I guess.
Yeah.
But we lose the first game in extra innings, 4-3. Lindor opens up the game with a solo shot, then another sac fly from Alvarez, I believe. And Ohtani's the only one that supplies his offense within the first 9 innings. And that has us 2-2 to go into the 10th. Before I get into that, Dustin May, 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned, 5 Ks, 88 pitches. It's around like what we expect from Dustin May. But Paul Blackburn, former A, shut us down. 5 innings, 3 hits, no earned, 3 Ks on 77 pitches. What the fuck, bro? Like, we can't hit a former A, Paul Blackburn, who was pretty decent with the A's, but nothing really out of the ordinary. We have Ohtani doing Ohtani things. Still no Mookie in the lineup for this game, but it was something that, like, our stars didn't perform again. This was mostly like an Ohtani thing, but the biggest thing is Tanner Scott blowing the fucking game in extras. Look, I get it. You have the ghost runner at second, which you have to inherit. But when you're throwing fastballs right down the dick, and they're just lacing them off you, what the fuck are you doing here? He's only charged with 1 earned run, but he allowed 2 runs. But 1 inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 K, 1 walk. That's unacceptable, man. You're supposed to come in, shut the door for us to get to our sticks in the 10th inning. We had the momentum. We were ready to go. We ended up scoring 1 in the 10th. What the fuck, dude? Like, we talked about this last week. We've been talking about it for weeks and weeks on end. He needs to be out of high leverage situations. We trot him out for the rest of the series too, and I'm not sure how he does because I think the Thursday game I missed because I was at work. But man, this guy's ass.
Yeah.
This guy is ass.
The only thing though too is that we also got news that Evan Phillips is getting Tommy John, so we won't see him until next year. So if that. And that's the thing. Like, I'm really not mad at Dave Roberts about it because we have to do, like, you can't throw anybody else right now on high leverage.
Yeah.
Dude, you can't. Like, we've gone through this conversation a couple times. He's making $72, $76 million, whatever it is, and he's not locating his pitches. It's a him issue. It's not where I would kind of like say that Dave Roberts is throwing him in a bad situation. No, even if he's throwing him in a bad situation, he's a fucking closer. We paid you all this money. You are supposed to fucking produce. But it's a 6 blown save of the year, I believe. Offense, though, I can't give him credit either. Offense went 2 for fucking 11, leaving 11 runners on base. And it's like 2 for 11 runners in scoring position at the same time. So I see a lot of offers. I know Teo got 1 hit, and I think he hasn't gotten a hit since. Shohei gets the home run. But like the thing is though is that I don't know the last series that I saw with the Mets, including this one as well. The bats, like I know the next 3 games were a little different, but third game wasn't. But the bats they can't hit off them, and I know that was the thing coming into the season was the Mets starting pitching was gonna be like iffy, and that's why they didn't know if like how the Mets were gonna look like. But whoever their pitching coach is, which I don't know the name of, but their coaching staff down there has done a really good job with transforming these pitchers. Like, I know Blackburn, he's had a decent year. Even Clay Holmes, I don't know if he's active right now. I don't know if he's hurt or if he's on.
No, he's active. He's good.
He pitched during the series at all?
He didn't pitch against us. No, I think he pitched like yesterday.
So they've done a really good job, and even last year with transforming Quintana, like, and who's the other one that's like Quintana that signed with them? That other lefty, Sean Manaea, right? Sean Manaea.
Yeah.
Like,
I hate him.
They've done their job of getting these pitchers. Even the Griffin Canning, he's done decent this year. I know he's gotten lit up maybe once or twice, but
Canning's a stud, dude.
He was literally last season the worst statistical pitcher in the MLB. Out of all 30 teams, out of all qualified starters, he was the worst pitcher. And this year, he's showing that he's not actually the worst pitcher. But yeah, it's just they're kind of like an annoying like tick. Like they just keep coming, like they're just jabbing at us at like spots that are like, oh, like stop, bro. Like they're doing well. Like, and I like I said, the whole thing with fucking Tanner Scott, we have no other choice as of right now, which it sucks because of all the injuries. And the thing is that all these guys that are injured, they're not coming back anytime soon. Like I know Kopech's still he's been doing rehab assignments. I want to say he's been like pitching for the last like 3 weeks down there, but he's not. I know I've seen some of his numbers. Yeah, it's not looking good. So that's why I think they still have him down there trying to still get some more reps. Not trying to rush his process either because they don't want him. They want him towards the end half of the season rather than right now, where we're just trying to keep afloat. I mean, we're still in first place at the end of it, but at the same time, it's just we have to be careful,
Yeah, agreed. It's just really frustrating because it seemed like with the momentum after the Yankee series, you would think this will be a 3-1 series win for the Dodgers. We end up splitting it, obviously. We kind of alternate back and forth wins and losses with them. But it is just more annoying because this team is not better than the Yankee team on paper in terms of talent. But I think they're a lot more well coached. They have a lot more guys that are dogs on that team. Like Francisco Alvarez, the catcher, is a dog. Oh my God, I'm blanking. Pete Alonso just fucking kills us now. Dog. Tyrone Taylor, dog. Juan Soto was fucking dormant this week, man. Like, he did nothing. Or nothing of note. I think he may have gone yard this year or this series. But nothing to where, like, he was a game wrecker like Aaron Judge was against us, man. Like, Judge had 3 homers in that fucking series, man. Like, I don't know. I think it is just more frustrating because I think this Mets team is a lot more well-coached than the Yankees, who I think is more talented than them. But neither here nor there. We dropped the first game in extras. I do agree, and I do see where you're coming from about Tanner Scott being the highest-paid reliever in baseball, and I think to that point, he has to be in these situations. But come August, if he's still doing this shit, man, you got to hope that, like, hopefully Alexis Diaz comes along and figures it out. And then we have Jose Urania. I think he pitched on Thursday.
Yeah.
He's from the Marlins. We picked him up. Looks like he might be ready to be along maybe like a late inning leverage guy. Especially with Devin Phillips being gone, we need another righty in that bullpen now. it just makes sense, especially with just like you said, the uncertainty of Kopech, and Gratterall is uncertain as well. Like, there's just so much uncertainty with just our bullpen, and I think now it might be time to start hitting the panic button. Maybe I want to say like around like the break should be the time. So we got like a couple more weeks, but I definitely think that we should really start hitting the panic button a little soon.
I will tell you this though, if it comes down to an August, like August, September, where he's still performing like shit, like in high leverage situations, what they're banking on is that the other guys are going to be healthy by that time, so he doesn't have to be. He doesn't have to be in those roles. But excuse me. But I will tell you this: if we are not healthy by that time and he's still doing that, I guarantee you he's still going to be the closer. I guarantee you, because.
Sadly,
the only reason is because these other guys now we're banking off of like how we're saying the guy from the Marlins and also Alexis Diaz. Right now, Alexis Diaz is in the minor league, so it's like that's a coin flip. We're not sure what we're gonna get, what kind of Alexis Diaz we're gonna get, the former All-Star, or we're gonna get what we have seen when he was with the Reds. This last year, and then even just like from. This year, I'm sorry, and then from last year too, because he hasn't been very effective. But like I said, we're banking on trying to be him back. Also, Kirby Yates, because Kirby Yates at least is dealing with the hamstring, which it's not an arm issue. That's the only thing. It's if it was an arm issue, it'd just be another fucking headache. And yeah, it's just it's tough, you know.
Agreed. No, 100%. Yeah, it makes me think, because I think if there's still like some uncertainty getting closer to the break, getting closer to the trade deadline, I think the Dodgers make a move for someone. I think they do. I think they can't. I don't think they're in the mindset of we won one last year, we'll just kind of get better next year. No. We have the resources to go out and get someone at least serviceable. We don't need him to be the ninth inning guy, because those are always going to be hard to come by. And there's no ninth inning guy out there that's going to be worth trading some top prospects for, because especially when we have people that are coming back.
I think there is. Yeah, Mason Miller.
No.
If they yeah, but you're saying to give away top prospects, Mason Miller would be 100% that guy that you would give up. Now, I don't think the A's trade him until his arbitration year, which I think he's year 2 right now. So they still have one more year before his arbitration. Yeah. And then, because they have 4 years of control still left before he hits free agency. But you have the first 3 years are like, you could just renew his contract. Basically tell him you have to sign this. Then the arbitration, that's where you guys get to negotiate. But I honestly think, like, I don't see why wouldn't the A's do it, you know, because it's gonna come with a hefty price, but at the same time, like how you were saying, this Dodger team, the Dodger management, it's not in we won last year because, look, they got rid of their vets, they got rid of Barnes, they got rid of Taylor, because they are still trying to win. They're trying to, this championship window, they want to do the 2-peat, they want to do the 3-peat, you know, they want to win. So I know it sounds a little unrealistic, I get that, but I could see that happening in like a 10%, in the 10% chances, like where they go like someone like Mason Miller, even Ryan. Well, fuck no, because the Phillies are still in it. If Atlanta falls off towards later, like because they're not doing well. If they completely fall off, I could see maybe them, but maybe with Iglesias, I know he's had a horrible month this last month, but it could, you never know. Like some of these guys, also with Baltimore, Felix Bautista, he's also another guy that you could see that it's because they don't look like they're gonna turn it around.
Yeah, it does feel. I do agree. I think the Dodgers. That's the thing though, because we do have the guys that can come back and be our closer, but Trina's not getting any younger. Kopech is up and down right now, and he's always battled injuries. Who else did we lose? That's right-handed. Kirby Yates is only a 1-year deal, right?
Yeah,
Kirby's only a 1-year deal.
And he's 38, too.
And he's 38. I do think there is someone that was not mentioned that I think would be perfect. He has 17 saves right now. He has a where is it at? No, I'm looking at it right now. He has a 2.49 ERA. He's currently 0-1. Kyle Finnegan from the Nats. Now that's someone. He's 33 years old, so he's only going to get older. Obviously, I think he'll come at a little bit of a cheaper price, and it's someone that already has 17 saves. He's given up 21 hits. He struck out 19, so he's got a little bit over the 21-9 hit to Ks. But I think that would be someone that's perfect.
Yeah.
Especially with how inconsistent Bonda's been, which I don't think Bonda's going to be with us. I mean, he'll be with us in the postseason just because we'll need the lefty if we don't get someone. But I think someone like Kyle Finnegan might be someone that'll actually be very, very good help for us going forward. Especially someone that's been a closer that's in the closer role. I think that might be the move going forward, but we'll see. I do agree with you that the Dodgers won't be content. I just don't know if they'll pay a hefty price for just someone for like one piece, I guess, because they have so many interchangeable pieces, and you're also still paying Tanner Scott $76 million. That it doesn't seem right to pay Tanner and then eventually pay Mason Miller.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have to worry that until pretty much when Tanner Scott's contract is done. Like with these guys with the long years of control, like honestly, like because with Mason Miller, he's gonna get a bag more than likely, right? But to me, that's where I see like, okay, you don't have to worry about it for years. That's one thing. By the time Tanner comes off the books, he's gonna be ready to get on the books, and they'll be paying him less than like, you say like 10 million, like after like arbitration and stuff like that. He could get more, but at the same time, I could see that. I also see that Finnegan thing just because it's a cheaper price. It's someone that has the high leverage. That was a good pull, actually. I really like that one. I wouldn't mind that. The Nats are not going to do anything playoff wise, so give them like our number like 10 through 15 prospects or whatever, and then call it a day.
I think that'll be the best thing, because the one thing about Dodgers, our Dodger front office, is they do value their prospects, and they won't give up. When's the last time they traded a lot for someone? Like Mookie Betts? The Mookie Betts trade was insane because we got David Price. Who else did we get back? We got David Price, Mookie Betts, and who else did we get back? We got someone else back. I can't remember.
When you said the Boston, I fucking went to 2013. I was gonna say Nick Punto, but that was I was like, no, that was the previous one.
Yeah, where we got Beckett, Agon, Crawford, and fucking Nick Punto. Yeah. Which is insane, man. That's an insane fucking pull. Yep. But anyways, we did get David Price. We got Mookie Betts. We got someone else, and I'm mad that I'm blanking. But we gave him Jeter Downs. We gave him one of the catchers, Connor Wong, and someone else. So the only one that really panned out was Connor Wong, which is unfortunate because I thought Jeter Downs was going to be like Corey Seager 2.0. Turns out, we got the best outfielder in fucking baseball at the time. I just think that, like... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, the trade was just... that we received was Betts and Price, and then cash.
That's what it was. Okay. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember the last time we traded away, like, top prospects or someone. I know we traded Kybert to the Nats. Who did we get back from the Nats? It wasn't Scherzer.
Yeah, it was Scherzer and Turner.
Trey Turner. Okay, so, yeah, that was the last time. But those are for rentals. And we had we didn't re-sign either of them back. I know Trey went to the Phillies. Did we have Trey for another year? No,
yeah, yeah, we did.
We had Trey for like the rest because we got him at the trade deadline, and then we had him for like another full year. I think you're right. Yeah.
We lost. I think it's because we lost Seager and Turner. Not in the same off season. We lost Seager one off season, then we lost Turner the next off season.
I think you're right. Yeah. But yeah, so that was the last time we actually made like a very, very big trade, but it wasn't for anything long term because they were saving for the Ohtani deal. And that's what we kind of realized in the 2023 season was we didn't make any moves at the deadline except for fucking Lance Lynn. But we knew that season was a wash because we were so just beat down with injuries. I don't think they'll go after someone with that much control because they're going to demand that much of a price. But I wouldn't mind the idea of it, honestly. I mean, imagine Mason Miller coming in, and my thing that I was thinking about right now when you were talking about Miller or Bautista was... What the fuck? Oh. What's his face? He left. what I think is we'll have someone that can combat Robert Suarez in San Diego, like fire with fire kind of stuff like that. Because that guy throws 100. It's insane what he brings to the table. I think that if we do bring a Mason Miller or Bautista, that's like that flamethrower we get at the end of the game. That's gonna just shut the fucking door. Like bam, That's it. Game over. I think that'll be the best thing to do. But I just don't see them parting with prospects right now, especially given that it's just injuries. It's not like we didn't have anyone coming up and stuff like that. Like where it's just like we've been like 2 years with a shitty pen. We need to spice something up. I think, like you said, they're just waiting to get healthy. But it all depends on what the timelines are for the injuries towards the deadline.
And the last actually piece of that trade was Broussard Gratterall.
I thought that was we went 1-for-1 with the Twins for that one.
From what it says in the trade right here, it says the Dodgers, Red Sox, and Twins. It was a 3-team trade.
Got it. So we got Gratterall too. Jesus, dude, he's coming back from shoulder injuries. We're gonna probably like take it easy with him though, but shit, man, we're just injured everywhere, man. It's insane. Damn, we went on a long ass tangent after just one fucking game, but that's the whole Tanner. It's the whole Tanner Scott thing, man.
Yeah,
that's literally what it fucking leads us to every single week, man.
And guys, let us know in the comments too. Who do you think the Dodgers should pick up, or your thoughts on that topic right there? Comments.
What do you think we should? What do you think we should do, guys? Like, please express it below. DM us, do whatever, man, because we're all ears. We're all for just like the MLB The Show fucking mock trades and shit like that, like where you have force trade on and shit. Like, we're at a loss. So that leads us to Tuesday, where we take a game into extras again, but we get the dub this time, and we get the dub 6-5 in 10. Clayton Kershaw's on the mound. He goes 4 2/3, 6 hits, 3 earned, 2 Ks on 92 pitches, which I think is the 2024 Kershaw stat line we're going to see damn near every game. And I'm kind of okay with that. You know, we had Capri Sun come in and throw 2 2/3. Vesia came in, throw in 2/3 of an inning. Jose Urena came in and threw 2/3. Bonda came in and threw a third. And then Tanner Scott came in and pitched the 10th. Shut the door. 1 inning, no hits, no earned, no walks. 10 pitches, 2 Ks. That's what I like to see. And, you know, Freddie Freeman, Mr. Clutch, killing New York teams again, does what he does, and he wins it for us in the 10th on a fucking, like a rope of a double.
I thought that was gone.
I thought it was too. I was like, holy shit, he went Oppo Taco on that ass. But that was a good team win. That was something where we kind of coasted because it was 4-1 after the first. We let them come back, which these Mets are going to be fucking annoying. I know it. But I think that was a good team win. Not really much more I could say on that except for Tanner, you know, even a broken clock is right twice a day. I'm not going to harp on it this much because I know he's going to fucking break my heart again in like this week or some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, once again, going to extras again with these guys. Once he hits 2 bombs again, 2, I believe, solo. No, one of them was a 2-run.
Yeah, one was a 2-run, and then the other one was no one on. He hit one in the 9th.
Yeah, he went in the 9th, so he got us back in the game. He's looked really well, as in with his home, like hitting him. His power's back basically now because you can see the fucking ball. So, exactly. So it was a good overall win. Like I said, like how you were saying, I'm sorry. You like you were saying that this Mets team is scrappy. They're just annoying. They're just kind of like a thorn in the palm of your hand or whatever the fuck that saying is. But yeah, this team is a very annoying team. It's going to be very telling in the playoffs how this goes. But we got the dub, got the walk-off. That leads us into Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday. Now, this game was annoying. I was with my girl at the time, so I didn't get a chance to watch it. But I kept seeing, oh, we're down 3-0. And then it was just like that until I was like, oh, shit. Now it's 4. Now it's 5. Up. Now it's 6. And then we ended up getting 1 back. I think Pajes is the only one that got us on the board. Gonsolin again. But the only thing is he only allowed 2 earned. I think he allowed 3, but, you know, Kike had a fielding error, so that's fun. Tony Gonsolin goes 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned, 6 Ks, 90 pitches, which is about what we're going to get. And then who the hell is this kid? Sorry, I do not know this guy. Ryan Lodos?
Yeah, I looked up his stats right now too. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Cue the Conor McGregor. Who the fuck is this guy? Fucking honestly, dude. Offense gets shut out again, dude. And there was Griffin Canning again. Fucking, oh yeah, Cy Young Griffin Canning, by the way. Fucking, what the fuck, bro? Like,
just like how I was saying. Yes.
Dude, yeah, he goes 6 innings, 3 hits, no earns, 7 Ks on 99 pitches, man. Just completely just shoved it down our fucking throats, dude. So it seemed like we had like that game again. It's kind of like Game 3 against the Yankees. Nothing much to write home about. I mean, nothing we haven't really fucking just hammered home. I do like that Bonda is tightening up his pitching, not allowing as many runs. He is going, it seems like, twice a series now, which I'll take. And he's definitely feels like he's a little bit more comfortable out there. But like we talked about during the first game against the Yankees, it seems like our Goose is he's plateauing a little bit. Like, this is kind of the line that we're gonna have to like look for and stuff like that. And I'm okay with that. I just hope that our starting pitching just gets healthy in the future.
Yeah, I mean, five innings, 2 runs, 90 pitches, 6 Ks. I mean, he's doing his job. Like we're expecting, like we were saying, 3 to 4 runs per start that he's in. Griffin Canning just did very well against the Dodgers, just like I was speaking about that earlier. Offense was horrible. I mean, they got more hits than the Mets this game, but they runners in scoring position 0 for 4, so they didn't have no juices flowing, nothing to that effect. Otani, other than on the top of the lineup, was the only one that got 2 hits. Other than that, I believe it looks like they went 2 for 18. Got a pinch runner. So, not a very good game. I mean,
Pai has had 3 hits.
Paz did have 3 hits out of the 6, and Shohei had 2. So that tells you the rest of the team did not do a game like that. Fucking thing. They did not.
Yeah.
There was no offense, no nothing. So got our ass whooped 6-1.
And Pete Alonso's our fucking dad, I guess. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. 2 homers that day is fucking crazy. Like, that's one thing I never understood during this whole offseason thing with the Mets. I don't know why they waited so long to fucking re-sign him. Without Pete right now, dude, they're not where they are, honestly, man. They're probably like a lot more worse of a team, especially with Juan Soto just being fucking terrible to start the year, man.
Yeah.
Like, they're not 100%. Where they are without Pete Alonso, honestly. They were banking on fucking Mark Vientos, banking on half a year of Mark Vientos, and I'm just like, okay, like, got it, guys. Like, that would have been such a fucking Mets thing to let Pete Alonso walk. Like, what if he would have gone to, like, the fucking, like, I don't know, like, not the A's. I'm trying to think of, like, a sneaky contender that's killing it right now. Like, the fucking Mariners or something like that, dude. Like, what the fuck, man? Like,
well,
he's tearing it up over there.
The top 3 teams I thought he was going to go to, and this was before Christian Walker signed, it was going to be Houston, Arizona, or Seattle. Just because...
Dog, if it would have been in Arizona, I would have been fucking annoyed.
I'm so surprised. I know, like, it's a thing because, like, when Vladimir Guerrero got signed for the $500 million extension, everybody always says you're not supposed to pay first basemen, and I think that was the biggest thing. He wasn't getting. I think he was trying to look for like maybe 180 to 200, and I think the second highest was Freddie that got paid that much. I don't know. I think maybe Olsen is in that ballpark, but like I think Freddie got 160. So they just did I think it was a 1 year with an option for $30 million for Pete. But that being said, the way that he's playing right now, he is going to get paid this offseason.
Yeah. I'm going to look up his contract right now. Yeah, I think he deserves it. He's always been a guy that, he has a player option next year.
Yeah, I think he's not going to exercise that. He's going to go to free agency.
I would agree, because what's he getting paid this year? He's getting paid $30 million this year.
Yeah.
He's getting paid $30 million, and next year, if he opts in, he'll get 24. Which,
oh hell no, he's not fucking taking that.
Dude, because he'll probably get close to 30 somewhere else. Like, I wonder where he'd go. I don't think he'd go to Arizona just because they do have Josh Naylor, but I wouldn't put it past them to sign him as a DH.
Check Naylor's thing, because I think he might be a free agent this offseason. Because I know I believe Suarez and Naylor are both in their walk years. But I mean, I the thing is though is that the fucking owner, like owners, they gotta pay. Yeah, they gotta pay. And like I said, there's this thing, and I don't understand why not to pay the first basemen. Like, those guys are gonna be your anchors. Pete Alonso's defense is but at least his bat's there, you know. So worst case scenario, you could have him as a DH as well with whatever team that he's gonna play for, you know.
Oh, I agree 100%. Because even when it took the Mets this long to sign him, my dad and I were always talking to each other like, what's taking them so long? Like, do they not remember what Pete Alonso was doing for the Mets this entire time? Like, they just fucking up and forgot? Like, yeah, he'll hit 240, but he'll have like 35 fucking dongs, man, like, and 100 RBIs. Like, what more do you fucking want? Like,
he's also Scott Boras, so I think that's also the leverage game.
Yeah, that too. And I know a lot of major league teams are getting away from the Boras deals. They don't seem to like him that much. I don't blame them. But whatever. I digress. So we end up losing that game 6-1. No offense there whatsoever. But that leads us into fucking Thursday, which happened when I was at work, unfortunately. And let's get over here to box score. Alrighty. And that leads us to another fucking a bullpen game, I guess to say the least. But this is one where Landon Knack showed the bad side of the coin as to what we normally get from him. Because we'll have his days where he goes 6 innings, 2 earned on like 99 pitches and like 5 Ks, and it's like, damn, where's the run support? And then we'll get something like today where it's 3 1/3, 4 hits, 4 earned, 1 K on 86 pitches. Something where he just gets lit up. And like you said, the Mets are a team that's going to really just annoy us more than anything. But I did love that as a team, we were still able to fight and still claw our way back into this game. We were down 4-0 going into the bottom of the third, and then we put up 3. And then we put up 3 in the 8th to take the lead. I'd love to see it. And then Vesia ends up getting the win. Tanner Scott with the save. He goes 1 inning, 1 hit, no earned, another 2 Ks. So it seemed like these 2 games, he definitely figured it out a little bit more, which I'm glad. Something's got to click with him because, like we said and harped on every fucking week, it seems like. He's the $86 million man. And he's got to fucking figure it out. It seemed like this was a good start to get back on track, which is something I love to see. And the Dodger game, I believe, went final.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, we lost 4-0?
5.
5-0. See, dude, losing the Cards 5-0, dude, you can't fucking have this. It's annoying. These are the games you need to win, especially since the Cards aren't the Cards that we're used to. But we'll save that for next episode. Love that we fought. Ohtani going 2 for 4. Mookie Betts, welcome back, going 2 for 2 with 2 walks, though. Good for him. Freddie with the pinch hit, it looks like. Damn, yeah, I missed this entire game just because it was an early game and I was working at the time. So, but any takeaways for it, Ant?
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Alvarez for blocking home plate when Will Smith was scoring. Right. Set a screen. Right. Landon that game, so I wasn't expecting the most. I'm so surprised because this series could have been a sweep for the Mets, like 100%. Like
it should have, honestly.
They were not playing great. Overall, the team wasn't playing great overall, but you know what? We got that little hint of luck right there, so we'll take it. Michael Conforto fucking got a base hit. I believe they said on the telecast it was his first RBI since I say like April 4th or some shit like that.
That's insane. There's no way that's real.
It was some crazy, like, because he came out the gate hot, I remember, and since like that first week of April, he has done nothing. So, because I believe even in the telecast they said March, but I think they meant April because March was the only games that we played were the Tokyo series, and I think maybe one of the Detroit games, but I think that one was in April too. So, he got a base hit, got us the go ahead run. And then Tanner Scott came in and shut the door. So,
something I'd like to see. Yeah, he's it looks like he's definitely starting to like figure it out a little bit more, which I'm glad. We definitely need him to. Yeah, I mean, like you said, dude, this should have been a sweep for the Mets. Honestly, no, because we won that extra inning game fair and square. There wasn't any like controversy behind it and stuff like that.
But we
should have definitely lost this game.
Going into the extras though, it's always a teeter-totter, especially with the ghost runner. That's why I'm saying like it could have been easily a sweep. You know, we did shut the door on that game, but going into extras. We were down in the ninth inning. Max Muncy didn't like they. It was never where we had a comfortable lead in this series at all. Mm-hmm. So like the ones that we did win, we came from behind, and we came from behind the last second. So that's why I'm saying like it could have been a sweep. It just wasn't it wasn't a Yankee series or a Cleveland series where we got the lead and we're just kind of cruising. Maybe they'll kind of bounce back a little bit. The other team, but this one we had to fight from behind the whole time.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, it's the resiliency we show with the offense. We're not there to go away. I mean, even when we get shut down, we get shut down. I get it, but it's not something to where we're not lying down, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It seems like at the beginning of the year, we definitely like lie down and be like, oh, fuck, okay, we're down 3. All right, that's it, guys, kind of shit. But it seems like, especially against contenders, we don't show any signs of quitting, which I love. I just know that these Mets are going to be so annoying in the playoffs. I just hope we get them in the CS instead of the DS, because I'd rather face them in 7 than 5.
Yeah.
I think I would probably sweat bullets if we were down like we were against the Padres. Fuck, man, like I don't want to face the Padres in the DS again. I'd rather face them in the championship series, honestly. Like don't stress me out with fucking Game 5, man. Game 5s are fucking awful.
And I'm so surprised they haven't extended that yet. Like
I think it's good. I definitely think they need reseeding.
In like what aspect? Like
okay, so like so in the NFL, obviously the 1 seed has the bye, and then the 2 seed has to play like the lowest wild card, and if the lowest wild card wins, he goes to the 1 seed. But if the 2 seed wins, he faces the like other lowest wild card. So no matter what, when we played the Padres, since they were the highest wild card and we were the highest seed, we played them no matter what, instead of us getting like
the shitty part,
the shittiest of the wild cards. So like the Mets or someone in the DS or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So no matter what, we were seeded with the fucking Padres no matter what, since they beat the Braves. But like something like that. But yeah, they don't reseed. They're just like, yep, that's it. But I'm like, I wish we could get that reseeding, because then you have the chance for us to play the Padres in the NLCS, and that would have been fucking fireworks. But also, I do like that the NLDS is only 5 games, because I think we don't need to see 7 games. It's kind of like with the NBA. Do you really need 7 games of the first round? No, dude. Like, let's make this shit 5 and let's get it on the road. I don't need to see Cleveland beat the fucking Magic and sweep them 4-0. Like, let's just do this in 3 and let's get it going. Come on. Like, I think that's what they're doing, because there's also fatigue too. Like, imagine adding another like 2 games to other pitchers' arms, dude, in October, dude. That'd be insane.
Yeah, I can see, I get it.
Yeah, but definitely something that they're gonna be annoying. We have yet to play the Padres, which they're coming up, I think.
Next Monday.
Oh shit. Next Monday we get the fucking Pods. Who do we have after the Cards, man? Do you know?
Let me check. I have the schedule pulled up.
Shit, there we go, on Monday.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this weekend and then on Monday.
Jesus. Okay. That's going to be a fun one. Monday at 6:45 in San Diego. Tuesday at 6:40. Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Because Thursday is a travel day, and then next Friday we got the Giants at home. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, San Diego, San Francisco, San Diego, then Washington. So this is like the last, their next, what is that, 10 games?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where it's like, this one matters. Like, we went through Cleveland, we went through New York, we split another one with New York. St. Louis, I mean, we lost today, but Yamamoto and Kershaw are pitching tomorrow. It looks like their morning games at 11. So nice. We could take the series with St. Louis, but then this is where it's real baseball.
This is where it's going to get fiery, and it's so crazy that it's going to be the beginning of June, and we're barely getting division games. Or at least against the Padres, because we've already faced the D-backs twice.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we've
already faced the D-backs. We faced them twice already. It's going to be crazy. San Diego's going to be fucking rocking on Monday, man. Like, it's going to be insane. Let me see what who the probables are. I'm kind of curious now because if we have Yamamoto and Kershaw going, then that means
May and Gosselin, and then
May and Gosselin,
and then a bullpen on Wednesday.
Sick. The bat's got to come out, man. Did it say who the Padres had pitching supposedly?
Pavetta, Cease, and Vasquez. Cease is an ass so far, so I'm okay with that. Pavetta has been alright.
Yeah, Pavetta's actually been pretty good, which is crazy. And I don't know who the other one was. Vasquez.
I think it's Wandy Vasquez, or no?
Okay.
Randy.
Okay, yeah, I was like, I don't know, but yeah, that's gonna be a tough one. That's gonna be a really, really annoying series. But oh my goodness, man. Oh my God, here comes San Diego, dude. It's gonna be such a rocking ass fucking ballpark, man. It's gonna be crazy.
Let's do it. Like we have. This is where we gotta shine. Like we gotta. With these guys, like especially with like these two, especially San Francisco and San Diego, Arizona too. These are the games that we have to we have to go down their throat because we already know that the whole other 29 teams in the MLB, they are at our throats. And these ones though, these are on our top shit list. New York the New York teams are probably on the bottom of the list, like as in like I guess they'll be like 6, 7, you know, like not bottom, but like these three teams, San Diego's public enemy number 1, San Francisco just because of history and I fucking still hate San Francisco, and then Arizona. Like these teams are the ones that we have to fucking win, and these matter so much towards, especially when it gets towards the end of the year.
I agree. Yeah, this is gonna establish dominance in the fucking division. Like right now, I'm looking at the division right now, and we are only a game up on the Padres. This is gonna get crazy real fucking fast, and the Giants are only 2.5 behind us. The D-backs are 6. Oh, careful. The Rockies are 25.5 back. No, I'm kidding.
Shit.
Yeah, but this is gonna determine who's gonna have first place at the end of this series. Because I know the Padres are playing the fucking Brewers right now. I think they went final already.
Yes, they won 2-0.
They won 2-0, yeah, because I know Manny went fucking yard again. Big surprise. Yeah, it's gonna be a real tough series, and I think if San Diego were to take this series, they would be first place for the first time in what, like over a year? Maybe 2 years. It'll be a minute because we've never relinquished first place like that for like long periods of time. Maybe like at the beginning of the year where it's like, oh, the Padres are 3-0 and the Dodgers were like 2-1 or some shit. It's like, oh, they're in first place.
Yeah, because I think sometime at the beginning of the year they were first. Like like after when we were going on that losing skid after we was like 9-0 because they were hot as well. I think they had a first place for like a second or something like that.
Yeah, dude, but that's like a technicality, I guess. That's like, that's gonna be annoying. But yeah, gonna be a real big series on Monday. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna be nervous for these games, man. They're just gonna be so annoying. Just because Padre fans are gonna be fucking talking. Do we know any Padres fans that we could bring on to possibly talk about on fucking Friday show?
I do. I haven't gotten a message back from them, but like friends wise, I do not. I know one of the guys, DS, I think it's Divine Sports Gospel, DSB. Gospel. Yeah. Those guys, they got a good amount of San Diego following, so we follow each other on Twitter. We kind of bullshit with each other back and forth, so maybe we'll see next Friday, see what we can if I can seal a deal on that, because that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it'd be awesome. Definitely be something to look forward to, especially since, you know, we already have a series under the belt. We could kind of trash talk back and forth a little bit. I think it'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Because the only Giants fan I know is Tyler, and I kind of don't want to bring that loose cannon on.
Oh. He's just, all Tyler does is just going to talk shit about the Dodgers. That's it.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, like I don't need to be doing that shit. We got anything in chat right now or no?
No, any questions?
No questions?
Yeah, guys, so we're the next 6 series. We already lost game 1. But with that being said, we will have so by next Friday we'll have the rest of the St. Louis and San Diego series down the hole. So
yes,
we will see. We already had a little preview seeing about the pitches and stuff like that, but is there anything else you got, RJ?
I will actually be in Arizona next Friday. I'm gonna be in Parker. I'm gonna be on the river.
Oh shit!
So that's gonna be a fun ass time. Yeah. But I'm excited. Nice little getaway with the lady, group of friends, stuff like that. Gonna be in Parker, Arizona. So that's gonna be a fun time. I'm not sure how far Parker is away from you.
Let me check. Parker. It sounds far. It sounds like it's up north.
It's by Havasu, kind of.
Oh yeah, then it's probably like an hour and a half.
That's actually pretty bad.
Yeah, it's not too. It's not too close.
It's not too bad, but it's also like not close either.
No, yeah, it's 2.5. So
Jesus,
maybe if you come down for spring training, then we could.
Exactly, we'll do that shit. Yeah, fucking yeah. So I'll be in Parker. I'll bring the setup. I'll bring everything. I'll fucking be broadcasting from a fucking room with Wi-Fi or shit like that. I'll break away for an hour or something. But yeah, because I'm gonna want to talk about this Padres series more than anything. I'm either gonna be really pissed or I'm gonna be very
really
fucking
happy.
ecstatic. Exactly, man. But yeah, I ain't got nothing else much to add, man. Just everyone be safe out there. Have a good weekend. Party it up. Don't drink and drive. Or if you do, do it a lot so you get good at it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, what you got planned this weekend, Ant?
Day night with the lady tomorrow, and Sunday nothing much. Gonna go visit a buddy. Haven't been to his house for a bit, so gonna go visit him on Sunday. But tonight I think we're gonna be doing with my cousin streaming some games. So other than that, it's gonna be a nice chill weekend, brother.
Hell yeah, man. Glad to hear it, man. Yeah, soak it up, enjoy it, man. We'll keep in touch with these series against the Cards, which we're gonna have to fucking win, especially with the Monday series. It's gonna be annoying, but I'm all ready for it, man.
Yes, sir. So, guys, appreciate you guys tuning in to the podcast. Once again, this is episode 12. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for the likes, the subscribes. Also, like we always say, if there's any questions, sports related, even if it's just something about us, DM us on the page, on our solo pages, anything of that. But we really appreciate it. Thank you guys. We will see you next Friday. 100